We're here at the Balls Falls Conservation Area in Vineland, where the NPCA is hosting its annual Children's Water Festival.
There's about 50 different displays. So we have the one that you see behind us is the Town of Lincoln and the fire department. So it talks about rural fire fighting, so using some of the different options in that capacity. We have World Water Monitoring, which talks about water quality. We have duck detectives, which talks about flight paths and migration routes for ducks and how important wetlands are in that pattern. We have Lock It Up, which talks about the canals and the engineering behind those, as well as about 40 different other activities related to water. Over the course of the 4 days, we see about 4,700 kids show up. We have close to about 90 schools come through the week and about 216 different groups throughout the 54 different activity centers.
Why exactly does the Conservation Authority host this festival every year?
Well, because we believe in it. It's important to have the next generation appreciate our water resources, and obviously, as everybody knows, water is the most important resource that we have.
Could you tell us a little bit about how this festival came into being?
Sure. About 13 years ago, I was investigating an opportunity to start the festival. There's a provincial organization called CWIC. It's the Children's Water Festival Education Council. So there were a number of these festivals that had been established across the province. And I thought, wouldn't it be great to have one in Niagara? We had one large tent, and we had about 20 activities in one tent, and it was chaos. But as the years went, we got lots of feedback for improvements, and we continue to make improvements over the years. So this is what we have today, about 50 tents.
What can you tell us about OPG's involvement in this year's festival?
OPG is a founding sponsor of the Water Festival, and we've been involved since the beginning. So we have a couple booths here, the power of water, and we talk about how we make electricity using the power of water, and talk a little bit about water safety.
And how exactly are you demonstrating this?
So we use a mock turbine that you see over here with our water guns. So we use pressurized water guns, and the kids point the water gun into the mini turbine, and it spins the wheel really fast and lights up these mini lights on the side.
What have you learned from this demonstration here?
What I've learned is that you need to save water because we eat fish, and we need to save our food, and we need to save water so we can live. And if we waste all that water, we're not going to be basically here for a long time.
What was it like going through that septic tank?
Funny. And yeah, funny.
Do you feel cleaner?
Yeah.
And what have you learned about water conservation today?
It's like you have to make it clean and then it's good to use or else it's going to be dirty.
Domenic, what have you learned here at the fire truck today?
I learned that in old school, they used buckets to put out fires.
And what about new school?
They use a pump.
And which was more effective?
The pump.
What does it take to put this entire event together?
It takes a huge amount of volunteers. So at least about 125 volunteers are here every single day, helping to run activity centers, helping to check in other volunteers, people who are in the background setting up tents and hydro and different activity centers. So it's a real big collaboration between the teachers, the students, the volunteers, and of course the region of Niagara, City of St. Catharines, and the NPCA.
And what are your hopes for the future of this event?
I guess the biggest hope would for it to be just to continue. It's a really important event, like we've said earlier. It's been going on for about 13 years now, so if we can continue doing it for another 13 years, that'd be really wonderful.
Hopefully the weather for next year's festival will be as perfect as it was today. From Vineland reporting for The Source, I'm Mitchell Glass.